Hi everybody, and welcome to Vista's course on strategic management. I'm Richard McElroy. I'll be your professor for this course. I like this course a lot. This is, as you've hopefully read my bio by now, you know that I have consulted for 20 plus years, and I've used strategic management in analysis of organizations, helping organizations change in the past. So I think you'll find it very interesting, certainly very helpful in the workplace. I wanted to take a couple of minutes and introduce myself and help you get oriented into the class and my expectations for you in the class. So let me start with this. Something about me, something that hopefully will be directly pertinent to you is I have a number of degrees. The pertinent thing for you is I wanted to share with you. I did all of my college work, got all of my degrees as a working adult after the Navy. So, you know, kind of as they say, I've been there, done that. I have the T-shirt. I have been much where you are right now. I would suspect you're a young professional. You have a career. You're back in school, probably. You have a home, you have bills, you have a mortgage, you have a car, it has maintenance on it, you have a dog to feed, lawns to mow. I've been there, I've done it. I know it's doable. I also know it is very worthwhile. I also know it's not always easy, but it is certainly worth it. So I'm proud of you. Congratulations. I am honored to be your professor. So let's get started with the course, some things that I wanted to share with you. I'll help you through the course, navigate through the course, predominantly by my course shell announcements. I highly, highly, highly recommend read my course shell announcements. It will help you navigate through the course, understand what's coming up, the expectations for it, some tips, tricks, techniques, if you will, about assignments and discussions about writing that college paper. So please read my course home announcements. Let's see, another one is if you take a look at your syllabus, and if I don't think any of you are new to the college experience, but you'll find your syllabus on the course landing page, that first page when you log into your course on the left-hand side. Take a look at your syllabus. I have recommended this to students for years. If I were you, I would print it off, keep it close to me, certainly around your textbook. It does a number of things. It tells you, by the way, what's coming up so you can prepare. It tells you what to read, so you have the specific reading assignment. But very, very, very importantly, each week in your syllabus, you'll see the learning objectives for that week. Learning objectives are critical. I have a video guide for you on learning objectives, but basically, learning objectives have helped the instructional designer set up the course. So it's all of the material, everything that we'll look at, that we'll study, we'll read, we'll write about, is focused on helping you achieve those learning objectives. So you can certainly take a look at the learning objectives knowing everything's designed around them. So one, you can look at them in the very beginning of the week as a study guide. What do you want to get out of your study that specifically helps you with understanding, accomplishing, being able to execute those learning objectives? And then, of course, at the end of the week, you can use your learning objectives as a self-test. Take a look at the learning objectives. Ask yourself, are you comfortable with being able to execute the actions described in that learning objectives? So be sure, take a look at your syllabus, be sure to print it off, keep it close by you, and very importantly, look at those learning objectives. They'll help you a lot if you stay focused on those. Let me see, the learning objectives, the reading. A key for you, and I've shared this with students for years and years and years, if you tackle your reading assignment like you had to turn around the next day and teach it, you'll find yourself more absorbed and grasping more of the material than if you almost, if you will, kind of idly read your textbook, especially if you're trying to read your textbook while keeping an eye on the game on TV. All right, so another tip for you as we jump into our course of study in strategic management: be very, very diligent with your discussions. I would suggest you discussions are not designed as kind of an idle task for students to almost like a self-test, if you will. The discussion questions are actually designed to lead you through a developmental process. Take them very, very seriously. Your discussion questions, as the points in this course would suggest, are a critical element of your development around this topic. So take them very seriously. Take a look, if you will, at my course home announcement on discussions. Certainly look at my video guide on discussions. I take discussions very, very seriously, and you'll want to also. Another quick one on about discussions and timing. Be sure in your syllabus, in the course shell, as you come into each week, take a look at when assignments and discussions are due. I highly recommend take the due dates very, very seriously. I know you will at work. If your boss assigns something and has a due date, you'll tend to meet that due date. I would take, if I were you, the due dates for your assignments as seriously. All right, we're developing for a professional position in the workplace, so take your due dates, your milestones, those drop dead dates, take those very, very seriously. Let's see. That is about it. One last thing I want to share with you is this transfer of knowledge, what you are engaged in from my view. And remember, my work is in cognitive development. Key here for you is we've moved well past a high school format into a college format. High school format is pretty much you absorb information. Teacher stand in front of the class, tell you to be quiet, pay attention, take notes, tells you pertinent things that will be on the test. That's not the college experience. The college experience is for you to have a dialogue with one another and with your professor to explore topics, to actually develop. Key here is development is not just the rote memorization of facts. It's actually the development of the ability to apply what you're learning. So I take our discussions, I take your assignments, I take what you're saying and how you say it very seriously, because it is a reflection of how well have you developed, how well do you know the topic, how well can you apply the topic in the workplace. Well, everybody, that's pretty much it. That is my brief welcome to strategic management, my introduction of myself, and hopefully a hint at my expectations as we move through the course. So everybody, I hope you're excited to get started. I know I am. I'll see you online.